What is up, y'all? Welcome back to another Anime Vanguards video, and today I'm showcasing the brand new Hiei unit that just came out, who in my opinion is absolutely a meta burn unit. I would highly recommend going for him, and you're gonna see why very shortly. First though, before we get into the showcase, make sure to like the video, and I enjoy talking to you guys, so either comment on the video or join the Discord below. Anyway, let's get right into the showcase. Alright, so we're here in the sandbox mode, and Hiei is actually a very cheap unit, only costing 1,100 yen to place, and he is a 4 placement, and just like with Weather Report, for the sake of the video, we're only going to be using one of them, so that way then we're not clogging the screen with effects. So his first attack is a small circle AoE right here, his next is a medium cone AoE, I'd say that's like medium, and then the next attack after that is a full AoE, which is pretty good considering his damage, which does get better. His damage gets better, trust me. His first passive right here basically says that if he attacks a burning enemy, he will remove the burn and then gain a 5% damage buff for 30 seconds per burn stack removed, up to 100%. So that's up to double damage right there. And we're gonna be able to actually show you that real quick with by placing on a weather report, and then we're gonna spawn in some some enemies with a lot of health over here. And then he should just gain a ton of burn stack, or he should remove a ton of burn stacks right there. And you can see right here, he has just doubled his damage from that. So now his damage is actually really good, and you have to consider the fact that he is a 4 placement, so you're likely going to have Ethereal on him. And if you do have Ethereal, then you're looking at like 13 to 14,000 DPS per placement. Now, before we showcase the second passive, just like the last video, I'm telling you guys a joke, because who knows, maybe it'll make you laugh. Exactly 18 years ago, my best friend came running out of the room with tears down his face as he yelled, "It's a boy." And then the next morning we left Thailand. If you know, you know. Anyway, back to the showcase. So the second passive will basically allow his attacks to apply burn for 30 seconds for over 5 seconds, and then anytime this unit attacks an enemy while the first passive is maxed out, while he has this double damage right here, it will inflict a black flame on the enemy for 80% of this unit's damage across 6 seconds. So you're getting like, I want to say that off the top of my head, that's about 70,000 damage right here off of burn. I want to say off the top of my head. Now, of course, that's an estimate. That's not going to be exactly right on the money. But you get the point that whenever 4 of those guys are applying that, it's going to be an absurd amount of damage right here. Especially, like, you know, because this is 93,000 damage. 80% of that is a lot. Now, the way you should be using Hiei, in my opinion, is with another burn unit or a unit that can apply burn, such as Weather Report. Now, I would actually suggest Weather Report, because Weather Report summons clouds that burn enemies whenever they pass through it, so they're constantly getting burn applied, and then even if he removes the burn, they get it reapplied as long as they're in the cloud. Now, just so you guys can see how much damage he can do, I'm going to summon in a boss with a ton of HP, and you guys are going to see just how good this guy actually is. So there we go, that's a boss with 2 million health, and you can see right here, he is just absolutely demolishing that 2 million health. Yet again, this is actually, Weather Report's doing some damage here, but it's not all that much. But regardless, this is without Ethereal, because Ethereal, yet again, is the best trait for him. This is without Ethereal or any good stats, because S stats are just kind of mediocre these days. In fact, we're even going to spawn here, we're actually going to up how much health that we spawned him in with. We're going to up it to, there we go. That's about 4 million right there. And even now, you can still see he is just doing a lot of damage. That is, like, this is a really good banner unit. I would highly recommend getting him. Like, absolutely, get him. Well, guys, that is the end of the showcase. Make sure to like, subscribe, and join the Well, guys, that is the end of the showcase. Make sure to like, subscribe, and join the Discord below. But before we end the video, one more joke for the funny. My ex-wife is a pirate's worst nightmare. A sunken chest with no booty. And see, I'll even give it a little knee slap, but unlike the last video, I'm not going to hurt myself and slam my knee against the desk while doing that. Anyway, have a good day, good luck on the grind, and I will see you guys next time.